This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Gianna, and today we've got John on with us. John, welcome to the Icon Podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, we're excited to get to know you. So let's take it back to the beginning. Who are you? Where are you from? What market are you in now? And how did you find yourself in a career in real estate?
So my name's John Garuti III. I'm actually originally from Queens, New York City.
Okay.
I grew up there most of my life, and in end of 2018, I moved down to Florida, where I'm located now. And then I found this awesome, amazing town called Babcock Ranch, where I live and reside and do all my real estate right now. Mm-hmm. And Babcock Ranch is actually like dubbed the America's first solar-powered town. So it's
like entirely really, solar powered.
Yes.
That's cool.
Well, during the day.
Well, yeah.
At night we run on gas, but
okay.
I moved here at the end of 2019, and I was actually the 347th homeowner here.
Wow.
So they're building about 20,000 homes here. So I'm got a lot of work ahead of me over the next 20 years.
Hey, you're in the right spot.
I definitely lucked out just moving here, and that's actually why I got into real estate, because when I moved here, I didn't really have any job, or I was thinking of starting some sort of business, and I was just like, wow, if I get into real estate now while this town is so young, I could probably do really well. And that was actually kind of the impetus to get started in real estate, because I just saw the opportunity here. And I kind of got my license in January of 2020, and then I didn't do like anything until really July, because it was just of COVID and not having childcare and stuff like that. But I got my I think I got my first closing and sale in like August of 2020. And then, from there, I started like really grinding. And then really last year, 2021 was like my first full year in real estate. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
John, were you always with EXP, or did you start out with another brokerage? What's your story with crossing paths with EXP? How'd you find out about it?
It's kind of funny. One of the business I was trying to get into was brokering businesses, and I was working with a company that specialized in software. Mm-hmm. And through that, I met this guy who's my direct sponsor, Trevor, who owns a company that's it's called it's a very similar software to like a Follow-Up Boss.
Sure.
So I met Trevor that way, and we just we kind of became friends, talking all the time. And then I kept seeing him posting about real estate, and I looked into EXP, and I was like, oh, this is cool. If I ever got into real estate, I would definitely want to do something like this. And then sure enough, I made that decision to go into real estate, and I already knew about EXP, and that's kind of how my path.
That's awesome. Incredible. And, you saw the model, you're like, wow, I'm not even in real estate, but this makes sense to me. So
Yes.
It was an easy way to find, once you found your way into the industry, you're like, I know where I'm getting started. You can't stop me. That's awesome. And John, now that you're here with EXP, you're kicking butt, you're an Icon agent. What have you really fallen in love with that maybe you didn't know about initially, right? So like, I don't know, were you surprised by some stock options, some collaboration, some of the masterminds? What makes you say, I am never leaving EXP?
Just all the opportunities to earn money. I mean, yeah, like when I hit that Icon Award and I got that $8,000 immediately in stock bonus and the
Yeah.
opportunity to earn 8,000 more this year. I'm doing I'm mentoring people, so I'm going to get another $4,000 in stock from that.
Mhm.
So all those opportunities, and now I'm starting to recruit people. I'm actually about to get like my first revenue share check. So like the money earning opportunities are just phenomenal on top of all the other things that come with being an EXP agent, having the stock, all the training, all the Icon training you can, the 50, 60 hours of training they give each week. I mean, it's just, it's really an incredible platform, I think, for entrepreneurs. And I
Yes.
think if you're like self-motivated, and I don't think there's a better platform than EXP. So
John, you were in such a fun spot in your career too, right? Because your production, it's coming in, you're hustling for it, but it seems that you're just putting your nose down and selling houses, and we love that. And so now you get to start focusing on some other areas like giving back to the EXP community and building your downline, getting some rev share going. And that's incredible because, an icon I talked to, she's been in with EXP for quite a while, but she gets a rev share check every month for $8,000 to $9,000.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that's
Crazy.
where
She
I
doesn't
want to
even
be.
sell a house. So yeah, that's obviously the goal. We love that. And so John, when it comes to EXP, you're obviously busy, high production. I heard you talk about childcare, so you're a dad, I assume.
Yep.
So you're a busy guy. At the end of the day, how are you making sure to take care of John? Right? You don't want to be on full burnout mode all the time because then you're not your best self to your clients. So, how do you recharge? How do you take care of yourself?
Yeah, that's a good question, and it's probably something I need to do a little better.
You're not the only icon to say that, so don't feel
Yeah, I
bad.
mean, I don't think I overwork myself, but you know, I I think the one thing that's really helped me though is like I just thoroughly enjoy real estate and selling homes. So to me, it's not a chore, right? This isn't like a job to me. It's like my life. It's like become part of my lifestyle. So I actually like working on weekends, and I mean, this weekend I have off. I don't have any tours or anything. I mean,
Awesome.
I'm sure I'll get a phone call or something, but
Now
you
that you've
know,
just
I just
juiced yourself, I'm sure.
yeah, I probably, but I just like the whole process and doing it. So to me, I'm just rolling, and I'm setting my own schedule though. Like I still get to drop my kids off every day to daycare, and I pick them up some days. I'm still hanging out with them at night, and I'm still doing stuff with them on the weekends, and hanging out with friends as well. So I mean, I'm living life how it's supposed to be right now. So
That's awesome. Good for you, John. That's really incredible. There may not be such thing as a work-life balance, but I think we should all chase it, right?
sure.
There's no perfect solution to it, but we should all find a way to recharge and be our best selves and, take a weekend off, learn to say no. I think that's really important, especially in this industry. Set those boundaries.
Yes, 100%.
So, John, I'd like to talk a little more about the Icon Award, but through your eyes, right? So, in your little futuristic solar powered community, about how many houses do you have to sell a year to CAP or to Icon?
So actually last year and this year it took me 7 deals to cap.
Okay.
And then I think last year like 20, then it was another 20 deals, right? Because you
Mhm.
just got to hit that 250 review fee.
Awesome.
Right. So it was, yeah, I did it on volume. So I'm assuming again this year, 27 deals and I'll be there.
There.
So
Awesome.
last year I got it in December. So it took me, my year starts in February. So
Okay.
it took me, 10 months.
That's pretty
This
good.
year, I think I'm going to do it in probably, what's it? It's February. It's April now. I already did 14 deals. I'll probably do it by like June this year. So 6 months, cut down the
Awesome.
time quite a bit. Yeah.
That's incredible, John. And the ball's really rolling on that, and it feels good to have some consistency coming in. And obviously, you're still working your butt off, but you're not hustling as hard as you used to. and things are kind of falling together, which is incredible. And you said that you're excited, you like to be part of EXP world. So how do you give back to EXP, right? Tell me, are you a mentor? Are you a teacher, coach? What do you do for your cultural staple for the Icon Award?
Yeah, I've been doing the mentoring, so I have a few mentees under me, and a few that are not on my direct team. So I've been doing that for now. I've been thinking about like switching it up though, because it hasn't. I've had a few mentees like leave me, but just like everyone who left me was because like I'm in Southwest Florida and they gave me somebody in like people in Northwest Florida, a bunch of people, and they're like, we'd like a mentor that's like close that we can meet in person. I was like, yeah, I agree, because
No problem.
I requested the same thing when I joined EXP. So.
Mhm.
But I think, yeah, I would like to maybe switch it up and do like that eye conversations. But I don't know. They didn't like offer it to me. So I don't know why I didn't get that option. But I was thinking that would have been good for me. Or I maybe, might transition and just doing like the icon series and get up and do coaching. I mean, I did a session recently for the whole state of Florida on YouTube. So, whatever I got to do, I'm happy to do it.
Well, maybe you got to raise your hand, John. Maybe you got to be like, I'd like to do an eye conversation, because maybe they don't know. Maybe they're like, I don't know. Maybe they just assume you don't want to do it. I don't know what the standards are or who gets offered what, but maybe you just got to raise your hand and tell them, I'd like to do this. Where's that opportunity? I bet they'll find it for you.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to probably try it all and see which one I like best.
Absolutely, as you should. You got to find your strength and play to that, and that's okay. And John, so what's your favorite part of the Icon Award so far, right? So you get a big shiny trophy, you get your cap back, you get the opportunity to go to EXPCon, shareholders, you get to be part of the culture. What part really sticks out to you to make you say like, man, I want an Icon again next year and the year after and the year after?
That's a good question. I mean, I really like that it gives me a goal, because having that icon status is so rewarding. And I think it also gives you a lot of credibility, especially with the agents that are in EXP, right? Because I think only like less than 2% of us actually earn the award. So it really, it is meaningful to me to say that, yeah, this guy is a top producer in a company with 80,000 agents worldwide, and it makes me realize too, like I'm not only a top producer in EXP, but like a top producer in the area, the local area here. So.
No, absolutely. Yeah, it's cool. Like, and you get that reputation, you get that icon status and symbol, and it makes it easier for people to refer business to you because you're reputable. It's an incredible award, and I don't blame you for loving every aspect of it, especially that one. So then let's talk a little bit about rookies, right? I'm going to put you in a scenario because you're a mentor, right? So I just passed my real estate exam this last Saturday.
Congrats.
And thank you. And I'm coming to you, John, and I'm like, okay, I'm joining your team. I'm part of EXP. I've already submitted everything to the real estate commission. EXP has accepted me. Like, you're now my sponsor. You're my preferred mentor. I want to work with you. So say that's all gone through. Everything's official, stamped. I've not written an offer yet. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I come to you and I'm like, John, I want an icon this year. What kind of talk would you have to me? What kind of, one icon referred to it as a come to Jesus would you have to me to set some realistic expectations and goals, and maybe share some mistakes that you made that, caused you to miss out on icon in the past?
Well, I tell everybody that I've been bringing in now, like I've sponsored 5 people now. I've got 3 coming, and, my message to everyone's the same. Like, you get what you put into this business, right? Like real estate, you have to put in the work to make the money. Nobody's going to do this for you. Even I tell them, as EXP as a platform, nobody from EXP is going to be calling you up saying, hey, what are you doing today? Are you, how much work are you putting into growing your business and marketing yourself? So I think you need to have that expectation. Number one, it's like, if you're going to do this full time, like you might be able to hit icon in your first year or come close to it, or at least like do really well and make money. But I think some people like get into real estate and they just want to do part-time, and like, hey, that's fine too. Like a producer like myself, I need part-time people who can help me here and there, but like, don't expect the world. So I think you need to have like a kind of vision of how much time and effort you're going to put into this business. And then from there, like, work backwards. Like, okay, if you want to earn Icon, well, what's the average sale price in your market? Like, what's your average commission in your market? How many deals are you going to have to do in your market to hit Icon? Okay. Is it 30? It's 40. I mean, some markets it's like 12, 13, 15, 20.
Right.
And some markets it's more than like what I'm doing, 20. Some markets it may be 30 to 40. So, so I think it's, it's working backwards and realizing if you got to do X amount of deals, like how much time and effort are you going to put into this business to make that happen? So start there.
That's good advice. That's, big goals, start with small steps and break it down, and lean into those around you, your mentors, coaches, peers, and, put your nose to the grindstone. It's not going to be an easy goal. It's obtainable, but not easy.
It's not. I think once you get going in real estate, it gets easier and easier. Mm-hmm. It's that first push, right? You're pushing a boulder up a mountain. Getting it up to the top of that mountain is so hard in real estate, especially nowadays. I think the game is like evolving so fast, but if you get it up there and it starts rolling downhill, I think it's very hard to destroy like a real estate business, because you treat people right, you do right by them, like you're going to grow your sphere, you're going to get referrals. The business just keeps coming and coming, but you got to do all those things right at the beginning to build that foundation.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, John. And, moving on to the next topic, we're still kind of talking about people coming over to EXP, getting their business started, but we're going to talk about people that were sitting on the ledge, right? So you were so fortunate. You saw EXP, you saw the model long before you were even in real estate school, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense to me. But there are people out there and they are loyal to their broker. Their brokers taught them everything they know, but their cap is ridiculous. They're paying enough money to that brokerage to hire an assistant for a year, maybe a team of VAs for however long. That's how much they're paying their broker. And like, right. It's just money that they'll never see again, never get back. It's not possible. So they see the model at EXP, they see the greener grass, it makes sense to them, but they're scared to make the jump. What would you have to say to somebody sitting on that ledge listening right now?
Yeah, that's a tough one, because I feel like for anybody to make change, they've got to like want to make that change themselves. So I don't like that. This is how I do sales too. Like I am like the least pushiest real estate salesperson you'll ever meet. And it goes the same with, recruiting. I mean, I just sat down with the guy who's in, Keller Williams, and, he's happy, but he still has a 70-30 split. And we went over how much more money he'd be making with EXP. So I think for like people making that switch, like they're not going to do it unless they actually are unhappy. But I think we can also, as agents, I try to just tell people, listen, if you're coming to EXP under me, like my job, it's going to be my job to make you successful, more successful than you are today. And like, that's my promise and commitment to you. So, and I'm happy if you join me under EXP, I'm going to show you every single thing I know. Like you're going to be able to see behind the scenes and what's working for me, what's not. And not only that, share all the resources I have. Like there's a guy who's 2 levels above me in EXP. He's a master at calling FSBOs and expireds. Like he did that his whole career and sold 60, 70 homes a year doing that. That's not my style though. But if you want to learn that, like I'm going to help you find the resource so you can get better and grow your business. So it's that's the one thing I love about EXP. It's like the model is built to help everyone become successful. And
rising tide raises all boats kind of thing.
Exactly. And I think a lot where a lot of agents in EXP fail though, because we do have high turnover in EXP. It's a lot of people that come on and leave right away. And I think it's like those sponsors who are not giving enough to them and helping them. And a lot of people do need help. Like, again, this isn't an easy business to build, but once you build it, it gets easier and easier. So, showing that support, I think, is important to those who are scared and just maybe nervous.
100%, John. I love that. And that's so well said, like just the resources that you have to offer when you're surrounding yourself with the right people at this company. And it's really hard to surround yourself with the wrong people here. There's incredible people here, but you have to dive in and you have to raise your hand and say, this is what I want to learn today. And people will tend to you, but you have to want it. You have to be eager to be here.
Yes, absolutely. You got to walk through the door every day. That's up to you.
Absolutely. I agree. And John, we are coming up over just 20 minutes now. Is there anything that you want to wrap up with or leave the listeners with today before we wrap it up?
I can't say that I do.
That's okay. It's been an awesome episode. If you guys are interested in coming over to
say anyone out there who wants to talk about EXP, exactly. I'm happy to. So.
Yeah, hit John up. We live in an awesome world where we've got a metaverse. And so if you're in Alaska and you want to hit John up in Florida, go ahead. Don't expect to meet him for lunch, but just get excited about being a part of EXP and the people that you can surround yourself with here. If you really vibe with John and you want to get on board with him, reach out. It's an awesome world and he'll be happy to talk to you about it.
Well said.
Thanks, John. John, thank you so much for your time today. I look forward to hopefully catching up with you at EXPCon and Shareholders.
All right. I'll be at Shareholders. So.
All right. I'll count on me hunting you down there, John.
All right. Sounds good.
Talk to you soon. Have a wonderful weekend.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.
This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.